Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 6 of the...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Lance now on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on second down, Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Herbert now. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown. On 2nd and 9, Lance.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Now Lance. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's caught here by Adams. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Here's Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Adams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On first down, it's Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Play action, now it's Lance. This one caught by Ridley. And out of bounds right around the 20. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Ridley here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Herbert's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert on 1st down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Again, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, a gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Herbert over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. And to give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Adams. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Barnett. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. Caught right side, Davis. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Yannick Ngakoue. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. To try again after the sack. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On the option right is Lance. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's got this down to the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 27. On third down, they run with Madison. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. On first and 10, Herbert over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And Lance's throw there complete to Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Madison running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. So first and 10 now from the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him so far. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the gun, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Lance now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man.
Seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A beautiful fake. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 5 catches, 58 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
In trouble, and he'll go down back in the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. 7 yards to pick up there. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moved.
Fights through and now a crease. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's caught. Smith. That catch good for only a couple. From the 38, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To the air again, Prescott. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Back to throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
The running game's playing a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 and 13-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
And been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
They didn't center, almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And right side, they're going to go option here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Finding room to the 20, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's got Mason complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled